Dear children, today we are going to start a new chapter, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? It is by John Updike. John Updike suffered from a skin disease which created white patches on his body during his childhood. And as a result, he underwent lot of mental anguish and started stammering as well. He became an object of ridicule, though his mother remained the strongest force for him. That is why the central issue of ridicule and peer appreciation remain core issue in the story. I'm talking about Should Wizard Hit Mommy? So the lesson also takes up central moral issue. As the lesson progresses, we get to know that it takes up central moral issue, the object of storytelling and its ramification along with the relationship of a child with his parent. Well, John Updike presents beautiful story having different perspective for different people, and there is also a story within a story which we find in this story. The writer has brought his own childhood experiences to make the story more effective. So today I'll be telling you the highlights of each and every paragraph of this story. Now, in the first paragraph, Jack tells story to put his daughter to sleep during Saturday. Stories are made up by him instantly, so they were just cultivation of his mind. Storytelling started 2 years ago. Joe was 4 years now. Jack feels tired and mentally exhausted. Each story a variation of the same tale. Story started with some Roger animal. Roger would go to a wise owl to solve his problem. Owl would direct him to the wizard. Wizard would do magic and solve the problem. Wizard would demand more money. Roger would find the money and pay the wizard. He would be happy because his problem is solved. Roger would play lots of games with his friends. Roger's daddy would return in a train and the family would have a delicious meal. Joe stopped sleeping and got more interested in stories. So earlier Joe used to sleep while listening to the stories, but not anymore because she was getting older and getting more interested in the stories. Moreover, she was getting more involved in the stories also. Now, in paragraph 2 and 3, the highlights of the paragraph 2 and 3 are as follows. Joe getting more and more interested in stories. As I already explained, she was growing taller. Her brother would sleep, but she would be awake. The new story sparks her curiosity. She suddenly says that it would be Roger's skunk that day. Father, surprised at Joe's knowledge, father begins telling the stories. In 4th and 5th paragraph, Roger's skunk smelt very bad. Okay, that's the new animal whose story his father was narrating to her. So Roger's skunk smelt very bad. None of the animals played with him and would tease him, stinky skunk. Roger's skunk would cry and cry. Even Joe started crying. Joe forces her father to make Roger's skunk go to owl first. Father never anticipated that reaction from Joe because it was his story. And he doesn't like his daughter giving him direction. Down below, his wife is waiting for him to come and paint the furniture. Father likes delaying the meeting of Roger's skunk and the owl. Finally, the owl directs the skunk to the wizard. This pleases Joe. Joe interferes and gets excited. She wishes to confirm if magic spells are real. Joe was gradually discovering the world around her. The owl directs skunk to where the money was. In paragraph 6, 7, 8, wizard, an old man with a white beard. Jack tried to imitate and dramatize the wizard's voice. Wizard is repelled by Roger's smell. Skunk chooses to smell like a rose. Wizard chants a magic rhyme. Who? The wizard. He chants a magic rhyme. Roger skunk acquires the smell of roses. So, the magic chant is Abracadabra, hocus poo, Roger skunk, how do you do? Roses, boses, pull and air, Roger skunk, you never go fair. Bingo. And in paragraph 9, 10, And in paragraph 9 and 10, Wizard demands 7 pennies as fees. Roger Skunk has only 4. Wizard directs him to the right place. Roger Skunk finds 3 pennies in a magic well and gets the money for Wizard. Skunk is too happy and he runs into the woods. All the animals gather around Skunk. Lots of games are played till it is dark. And then he goes home. In para 11 and 12, Roger Skunk's mother gets annoyed. She does not like smell. She believes a skunk should smell like a skunk. She takes the skunk to Wizard and hits him on the head. She orders the wizards to restore earlier smell. Now here, Joe argues. Joe is angry at Roger's mother's behavior. She wants Wizard to hit. She wants Wizard to hit Roger's mommy. Father disagrees, saying it is his story. Father defends Skunk's mother, saying mothers are always right. Mothers are always right. Joe adamant and angry. Father dislikes Joe's interference in the story. Now Skunk comes back with the mommy. It's in paragraph 14. So Skunk comes back with mommy. Skunk's papa comes back. Roger's mommy kisses and hugs Roger. She's happy that Roger smells like a skunk. The behavior of the woodland creature in paragraph 15. The behavior of the woodland creatures. Skunk plays with other animals. They get used to his smell, says the mother. Joe disagrees that this can happen. She refuses to sleep. The daughter, she refuses to sleep. Joe wants another story. It's in paragraph 16. Joe wants the wizard to hit mommy. She asks her father to tell another story. Father refuses to bow to Joe's demand. Joe is in a defiant mood. She forces her father to narrate another story in which mommy is hit. Now, here comes the Jack's dilemma. Jack confronts his daughter, threatens her and orders her to sleep. Below, his wife is waiting for him, feels trapped and uneasy. Who? Jack. Undivided whether to stick to his point of view and story to tell another, the way Joe wants, feels caught in a difficult situation. So this is the story. The story also deals with the question that why is an adult's perspective on life different from that of a child? Now Jack's world represents reality, practicality and responsibility. Adults have experienced logic and rationality, and their exposure to life's problem make them realize that short-term measures to gain acceptability never work. Roger Skunk would have to get back to his skunk's identity and accept the reality. However ugly or foul it may be, a child has a limited vision of life based on beauty and pleasant experiences. They want happiness, whether short term or whatever cost it may be. So Jack was right.